So hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial. We are going to create a simple HTML5 animated banner, and right now you can see what we are going to be doing. A few things that I want to say. One of them is that in this tutorial I am not going to show you how you can adjust this banner for the Google AdWords, but I am going to provide a link in the description for the tutorial where I am showing that. And also we are not going to be working with the size for the Google AdWords banner because that would be too small for the tutorial, so I have this little bit bigger. And I also created this tutorial in the Spanish, and I'm going to provide the link in the description. Also, I created this same tutorial in Adobe After Effects, also in English and in the Spanish, and I'm going to provide the link in the description for that one also. And the last thing that I am going to show you is that I created also as HTML5 animated banner this kind of animation, and I'm also going to put that in the description. But yeah, in this tutorial we are going to go with this one, and right now we can start. So right now I am on the site Freepik, and I'm going to provide you a link in the description, and I'm also going to give you the Illustrator file that I'm going to create right now. So if you want, you can skip this part and you can go directly to the Adobe Animate. But yeah, right now all you need to do is click download, then go with pre-download and just save this. I will hit cancel because I already saved this. And one thing that I need to mention is that if you want to use this commercially, you will have to attribute the author or go premium on the Freepik. But yeah, right now I will go to the place where I have it, and you will have a very simple zip file, and you can right click, choose extract here, and then just double click on this IE file or on this EPUB file, and it is going to open you this in the Illustrator. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create new document, so Ctrl N, and as I said you at the beginning, this is not for the Google AdWords, so I am going to go with the double size of the Google AdWords, which is 672 by 560, but you can choose any size that you want. I want this to be pixels, RGB 72, so I do not want to change anything, and I'm just going to hit create. Now I will go to the initial file, and if I'm going to click on this background, I can see that it is separated. I can click on this man, and it is going to be separated, and these icons are going to be grouped together. So what I can do basically is I can select everything, and I can just drag it to the new document that I created like so. Now what I want to do is I would like to group this, so I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose group, and the reason is that I would like to be able to align it to the center as a whole thing. So I will go to the align, and I'm going to choose align to artboard, and I'm going to align it horizontally, and I do not need to align it vertically because yeah, I'm going to position it down anyway like so. Okay, and yeah, right now I can go ahead and scale this little bit, so with Shift and Alt like so, or Shift and Option, and I'm going to position it a little bit up like so. If you do not see align layers or anything that I have, you can go to the window and you can get it in here. Now I will go to the layers, and very quickly I will click these three lines. I will go to the panel option, I will go to the other, and I'm going to change this to maybe 60. This is not something that you need to do. This is just for you visually to better see my layers. And if I'm going to open this layer 1, first of all, what I want to do is I am going to click on this, I am going to right click, and I am going to ungroup this because I grouped this because of the alignment. And right now if I am going to open this layer 1, we are going to have three things. We are going to have these chakras, we are going to have this man, and we are going to have this background. We do not need to separate these chakras because we are going to animate them in a little bit different way, so it is fine as it is. One thing that I want to mention is that right now I am going to save this as an Illustrator file, and I am going to drag this Illustrator file to the Adobe Animate, but I sometimes don't prefer to work like this because in some cases Adobe Animate can create strange things. So what I normally do is I open my Photoshop, I create, right now I would open the Photoshop, I would go maybe with 500 and 500, and I would drag this things to the Photoshop and save them one by one as PNGs. But right now we are going to do this directly from the Illustrator to Adobe Animate. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on this layer 1. I will go to these 3 lines and I'm going to choose release to layers. And right now I'm going to be able to select them like so and drag them outside. Right now the layer 1 is going to be empty, so I'm going to delete this. And yeah, right now I am going to save this, so I will go in here and I'm going to create new folder which I'm going to call Illustrator, and I will go inside and I'm going to call this Yoga Glow, for example. And I'm going to click save. And I do not want to change anything, so I'm just going to click OK, and I will see you in Adobe Animate in a moment. So right now I am in the Adobe Animate and I'm going to go with the same width and height. Frame rate I want as it is, HTML5 canvas, and I'm just going to hit create. And yeah, right now I will go to the place where I saved my Illustrator file. This is the one that I'm going to provide you, and I'm just going to drag it to the Adobe Animate like so. And yeah, this is going to give me some options, but I do not want to change anything. So in here everything is as it should be, and there are some options. Place objects at the original position. Yeah, we want this. Import as a single bitmap image. This would be like one image. We do not want this. Import unused symbols. We do not have them. And set stage size to the same as Illustrator. We have it the same. So we do not need to change anything, and we are just going to click import. This is going to give me some kind of warnings about some blending modes. I don't mind. So yeah, right now we are going to have these 3 layers, and what I'm going to do, we are going to animate only the background. So I'm going to click on this background. I will just hide it and show it to make sure that it is the right one, and I'm going to convert it to the symbol. So I will go to the modify, convert to symbol, or F8, and I can call this symbol 1. I want this to be movie clip, and I'm going to click OK. Now I am going to extend my timeline, so I will go maybe, I don't know, 400, later on I can adjust it. So I'm just going to select it like so, and I'm going to click F5 or right click and insert frame like so. So I am not going to start with the animation. Let me go to the beginning. I am not going to start with the animation of the background because some of you may not care, and I am going to start with the animation of the glowing. So what I'm going to do to make this glow, I will create a new layer. So I will go to the layer 2 that I have in here. I can very quickly call this to be at least chakras. If I'm going to misspell anything, I'm sorry. This one I can call to be BG, and this one I'm just going to call main or whatever. And I'm going to create a new layer, and on this new layer I will go to the rectangle tool. And I do not want rectangle. I'm going to click and hold, and I want the oval tool, and I want to have a fill to be white, and the stroke I want to get rid of that, so I just want to have a fill. And yeah, right now I will go ahead and I'm going to draw something like this. Let me go back like so, and before of that I will just click anywhere and I will click on this stage, and I'm going to choose some kind of color, so maybe something like this. So this is maybe too much, but yeah, but I would like to be able to see this white color. So yeah, so one more time with the shift I'm going to draw it maybe like so. Maybe right now it is too big, but that's fine. Later on we can adjust this. And what can we do right now with this to make it glow? So what can we do is, first of all, we are going to convert this to the symbol. So I will go with F8. I want this to be symbol 2, movie clip, that's fine. And I'm going to click OK. And right now, if I'm going to click on this, I am going to have this this panel, and I can see that it is movie clip. There are some color effects, and in here at the bottom we have filters, and we have this little plus, add filter. So I am going to click this, and I will go with the blur. and there is some option with the quality, but I can keep this low, that's fine. And in here the blur, I'm just going to blur this like so. So maybe 40, you can go maybe more, but I will go maybe 40 like this. If I change it to medium or to high, it is going to be okay, maybe something like this. This depends on you, but for me the low is fine anyway. So yeah, let me go one more time to maybe, I can keep it as it is, I do not mind. So we want to make it a little bit blurry like so. Okay, and now I can decide that if I want to make this bigger or I am fine as it is. So I can move zoom in with Control and mouse wheel, and I can go with Q or a pre-transform tool like so, and if I want I can scale this like so. One thing also that we can do, if we want, we can click on this and we can go to the color effects, and I'm going to choose that I want alpha, and I'm going to put alpha to maybe 90 something. So it is going to, I do not want to make this 100, but to have a little opacity like so. So maybe 95. Okay, and right now this depends on you, if you want the animation to go from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. I will go from the bottom, so I am just going to move it to the bottom like so with the shift and arrows. Okay, let me zoom in with Control or Command and mouse wheel, and I am going to approximately position it like this. So you can play with the scale of this, you can play with the blur of this, you can play with the opacity of this. I will go with something like this. And yeah, right now all I need to do is animate the opacity of this layer. So I can, if I want, rename this to be glow. And yeah, so maybe I can go to the frame 10 and I'm going to create new keyframe. So F6 or right click, insert keyframe, and I will go to the initial one and I'm going to click on this and I'm going to put alpha to the 0. And I will go in between and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose create classic twin. So right now we are basically going to have the animation of the opacity of this glow from 0 to 95 or 100 or whatever that you have. And yeah, now I'm going to create a new keyframe. So maybe I can go to the frame 20 like so, maybe a little bit less, and I'm going to create new keyframe. So in between I want this glow to stay for a while, and then I will go to maybe 20 something, 28, and I'm going to create new keyframe, and I'm going to put this one more time to the 0, and I'm going to go in between and I'm going to create classic twin. So yeah, basically we are going to have this kind of animation like this. I will go with the Control Enter, Command Enter to see this in the browser, and yeah, we are going to have something like this. And yeah, as I said, right now we can decide that if we like this or we do not like this. Now one thing is that once we have created the keyframes, it's not going to be that easy to change the scale or change the position of this. But yeah, okay. But I will show you anyway, because anyway we will have to use this later on. There is because if I'm going to go to this keyframe and I'm going to move this, it is going to move only that keyframe, so that's not very good way. So what we can do, there is this option edit multiple frames. So I'm going to click this, and this is going to give me some kind of range that I can use. So what I want to do is all of these keyframes that I have, I want to have them in the range. So the beginning I am going to put to the beginning, and the end I can have it in here, I can have it in here, that doesn't really matter, but I do not want to have it in here like so, because this is not covering all of the keyframes that I have. So I will put it maybe in here, that's fine. And now when I created the range, I'm going to click on this layer to select it, and right now I am going to be able to to change the position for all of the keyframes, I could go ahead and scale this down a little bit, whatever, like so. And then when I'm like happy, satisfied, I am going to unclick this edit multiple frames, and it is going to change all of the keyframes. And yeah, this is the way how we are going to position this same animation to the other chakras. So what I'm going to do is right now I am going to right click on this glow, and I'm going to choose duplicate the layers, and let me deselect this like so, and I'm going to go one more time with edit multiple frames, and I'm going to position this to the beginning, and this one, as I said, it can be anywhere in here, and I'm going to click on this glow copy, and with my shift and arrow I'm going to position it in here to the second one, like so approximately, and I'm going to unclick this edit multiple frames. And yeah, right now we have moved the whole animation to the top like so. So yeah, right now we are going to we will have to copy this animation a few more times. So I'm going to right click, duplicate the layers, right click, duplicate layers. I am not really sure whether there is like shortcut for this. In After Effects there is Ctrl D, but that's not in here. So one more time, duplicate the layers. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need one more. So right click and duplicate layers. Okay. And now we have what we are going to do is we are going to go with this edit multiple frames, and I will go to the third one, and I am going to move it to this one like so. Let me move with my space and mouse wheel, not mouse wheel but space and mouse, like so. Now I am going to click on this one, and I am going to position it like so. I will actually zoom out a little bit to so you can see the whole thing. Now I will click on and I'm going to put it like so. I will click right now on this one, and I'm going to move it in here like this. Now I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to move it like so approximately. And the last one, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to move it in here like so. And right now when I'm done, I'm going to unclick this edit multiple frames like so. And yeah, so right now we are going to have the animation for all of them like this. I can go with Ctrl Enter to see this in the browser, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, so now you can play with this. We can select all of these. I can click on this keyframe with shift on this one, and I can move all of them a little bit like so. So if we want the glow to stay a little bit longer, we can do this. If we want this animating the fading in and out so quicker, we can put it like so. If we want it slower, we can put it like so. So all of this right now depends on you. I am going to go like this, and this is let me see this, Ctrl Enter, but this is fine for me. So right now the only thing that we need to do is we need to offset this little bit. So I will click on this keyframe and with shift on this one, and I'm going to move all of them a little bit like so maybe. Then I'm going to go with all of them except this one, so like this, and yeah, like so. I am just going to offset this animation. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to do this one, and I have 2 more, so I will go like this, and yeah, right now I have the last one like so, and I'm going to put it like so. So yeah, right now we are going to have this animation like this, and I'm going to go with Ctrl Enter, and this is what we are going to have. But now when we have offsetted this, we are not going to be able to just make this animation longer or shorter. We would have to do it one by one. So it's good like to decide before this offsetting how long you want this animation. But yeah, this is what we have. Now if we want this animation to happen one more time, what can we do? One thing which is like very simple, what can we do is we can select all of them, right, like so. We can right click and we can choose duplicate layers. It is going to duplicate me all of these layers, and basically I can click in here, I can click on this one with the shift, and I can move it where I want. So right now if I go with Control Enter, I am going to have this animation once, and then I'm going to have this animation second time, like so. But I will go back and I will in here go Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, okay. So that's one of the way, and you can definitely use it if you want. But also what we can do, we can just duplicate these keyframes on these same layers. So I can click on this keyframe with shift on this one, and right now I am going to hold Alt or Option, and I'm just going to drag it like so, and it is going to duplicate me this keyframes like this. And yeah, this glowing is going to like appear, and then it is going to disappear. So it is like fine to have it on the same layer, because it's going to one more time appear and one more time disappear, like this. And yeah, if I want, I can select everything like so, and I can go with Alt, and I can move it like this. If you go accidentally down like so, like this, you will have to go Control Z and do it one more time. So yeah, I am going to put it like so. I'm going to go with Control Enter to see this in the browser, but yeah, for me this is fine. Okay, and right now the last thing that we want to do is we want to do the animation of the background. So very simply, what I'm going to do is I will go maybe to frame 60 or somewhere around 60, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and I'm going to rotate this background 90 degrees holding shift, so it is going to snap, and I'm going to go in between and create classic tween. So we are going to have this animation of the rotation. Then I would like to slow down the animation, so I'm going to go 120 frames from this point. So I will go to the 180, so it is in here, F6, and I'm going to rotate it one more time 90 degrees like so, and I'm going to create classic tween. So we are going to have the animation of 90 degrees but in 60 frames, and then we are going to have the same animation of 90 degrees but in 120 frames. So it is going to slow down. I can go with Control Enter to show you, so the animation is going to be faster, and then it is going to slow down. And yeah, I'm going to do this a few more times. So right now I will go to the 240 F6, and I'm going to rotate it one more time by 90 degrees like so, and I'm going to create classic tween. And right now I will go one more time 120 frames from this point, so it's going to be 360. So I will go in here, and I'm going to click F6, and I'm going to rotate it like so, and I'm going to create classic tween. Okay, so we are going to have it like so, and if we want, we can duplicate this one more time. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go with Alt, and I'm going to put it maybe like so. Okay, so yeah, this is fine for me. And yeah, right now I would like to get rid of these additional frames. So I'm going to select them, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose remove frames or shift F5. So yeah, basically something like this, and I'm going to go with Control Enter to see this in the browser. And yeah, this is what we are going to have. Okay, so yeah, basically this is it. This is all. And I decided that I am not going to be, because in all of my tutorials at the end I am showing how you can export this as HTML5, and I am also showing how you can export this as a GIF. I am not going to be doing that in all of the tutorials, because then I feel that I am repeating myself all the time. So yeah, I am just going to provide you a link in the description for the tutorial where I show how you can adjust this for the Google AdWords, and in that tutorial I also show you how you can export this, and I am also going to provide a link in the description for the tutorial where I am showing you how you can export things as a GIF from Adobe Animate. So yeah, this is it, this is all. If anyone have been here until this point, you can write me that in the comment. That would mean a lot to me to know that somebody have been here until this point. And yeah, I hope that you have learned something. I am also going to make this tutorial in After Effects, as I said. And yeah, this is it. If you like this video, you can like this. You may consider to subscribe. And yeah, thank you very much for your time. Goodbye. Have a nice day.